It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked... A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got in the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Looking to throw right away, Pickett. Throw left side, held in by Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop. Now 2nd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that didn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Travis Kelce from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. A handoff for Warren. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Holding offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Justin Jefferson.
35 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Steelers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Now a run with Warren.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Steelers, nothing.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Steelers nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Pickett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. It's taken to the 26. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They go play action here on 1st down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, what a way to kick off the year here. Niners and Steelers. And I know the folks back in Northern California happy to see their quarterback Brock Purdy back out there. Charles, what do you see from him in year 2?
More of what we saw from him in year 1, partner, because this young man, he really sees the reins in that first season, and he is excited about expanding his game and pushing the ball downfield even more in year 2 as a starter with the 49ers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And, not sure if that was a bad hold or what, but he just sort of punched it that one. Luckily, he gets it to go. And the route is on. It's 24-0. That looked a little bit off. You expect more leg out of him, but he did get it to go.
But you and I both know sometimes depending on the angle, they may take a little bit off of the kick in order to make sure that they line it up properly and bring it home through the posts.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Here we go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Warren. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as the two teams have gone to halftime. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown reception. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
On second down, McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
18 yards, first down Niners. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the 33, here's second down and 5.
Hurry!
Now back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Justin Jefferson.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Over the middle here to Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Okay,
they
ready.
come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this.
Pickett lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 5. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. George Kittle from 6 yards away. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Pickett back to throw.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's caught. Allen Robinson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Back to throw. Pickett.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First down, San Francisco.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out.
That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. And they take a knee.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one?
The players on your team earn that. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.